So this is going to be a transition episode. I think I'll have to test it, and I'll be testing it live, but I believe my Omega account Caldari character is ready to take over as the Abyssal runner. So my Amarr character here, this alpha account, I'm going to do another 4 runs, because 4 runs seems to get me somewhere around 30 minutes, and then I do an approximation from there in order to get an ISK per hour measurement. I'm having fun doing measurements right now, and so I'm going to do 4 runs and get an ISK per hour measurement on this guy here, and then I'm going to hop on to my Caldari character and see how he does. Now, there's going to be an obvious difference. This is not a one-to-one comparison. My Caldari character is in a destroyer, but we should still be able to do the ISK per hour is a one-to-one comparison. It doesn't matter if you're in a cruiser or a frigate. Everything, I guess, gets equalized by the ISK per hour number. So we're going to undock. I've already got my filaments and my cargo.
Skill training completed.
We just finished up evasive maneuvering. And I believe I've set destination already. Yes, I have. So this destination's actually further away. I found a closer spot on my Caldari character, but I don't remember. I think it was Sobaseki. Is a 0.8 system. It's just the 1 jump away. How are we doing for lenses? 12%. We're doing just fine. My Caldari character is in a missile boat, Corax. They're very interesting looking. An interdictor.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
I can tell you that my Punisher here feels more survivable, and I think it's because I have the active tank and I'm doubled up. Plus, armor just feels to me more secure than shields. It's not really necessarily true. I'm just talking about how it makes me feel. But on that Corax, nobody really gets to me, so I'm not having to tank very much. Am I at the right spot? There we go.
Warp drive active.
And I also saw that AceFace found a new favorite. So this Punisher, this guide, was done in October of 21. And I think at the time I found this, it was his most recent Alpha Day 1 fit, right? But as I've dug more into it, I've learned some of the reasons why is because it's absolutely designed for a day zero. The skills are very light. It's a good frigate. It's a survivable, very beefy kind of frigate. It can take a punch, you know, and it has I guess a nice defense to offense ratio. It can deliver a punch too. The skin is nice. But just, I think 9 days ago, actually about a month ago, he found another frigate that you can hear it in his voice. It's kind of his jaw's on the floor. And I'm very lucky because it's a Caldari frigate. Now, my guy's not trained in it. There are some skills I lack, so I'll have to train into them because it's rocket based, and I'm trained for missiles right now, but it is a Hawk, and AceFace he's doing T2s in the Hawk, and doing them pretty easily as I understand it. So I'll probably be trying to train towards that with my Caldari character. All right. I need to get out of chat now because I have to start my timer and I need to be keeping eyes on my timer. So there's nobody in chat at the moment anyway, so if you're watching this after the fact, you're not really missing anything. Everything that's available, you're seeing it on screen. So we'll hit start on the timer, and I've got a form fleet. Okay, so pilot, form fleet with, X out of that, use Tranquil, and activate. All right, and warp in and activate. And we're off. That took about 30 seconds. Really, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal. We're gonna get the micro warp drive going. This one, okay, needs to be within 29 kilometers. So here we go for the striking Damavic. Micro warp drive off. And I figure as your gunnery skills climb and your tracking and stuff, you'll get through these guys faster and faster and faster. And that's when your ISK per hour is going to climb. I'm not really going to find that out because I'm switching over to my Caldari character, and that's a different fighting style. This guy, he seems to recharge his cap really fast. Oh, we're in the electrical. So the bonus to it is plus 50%. No, it's negative 50% cap recharge time. I don't know, man. This pilot has very good... We might need to take a look at skills so we can do a comparison. Probably a lot of this episode's going to be looking at skills, I'm guessing. because I want to be able to track the differences between the two pilots, you know, the Amarr pilot and the Caldari pilot. Heading into the third room, and we're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. That's pretty quick. And really, 4 minutes if you want to get down to it, because 30 seconds is what it took me to get everything set up and jumping in. Oh shoot, better get my armor reps going. Those are not the kind of mistakes I normally make, but I'm pretty singular-minded, and so whenever I get to tracking time and stuff like that, then sometimes I forget this kind of stuff. Looks like we're good to go. See, that double armor repairing is real nice. Alright, so we're out of the first one. And about 6.5 minutes. We're at 6:45 right now, but let's call it 6.5 just to be easy. Stack all here. I will hop into chat, see if anybody's got questions or comments. And nope, we're on our own. Okay.
Docking permission
Back
requested. Docking
to the
request
timer.
accepted.
Open up inventory. Grab, let's see, sort by Abyssal loot. Okay, grab everything. Deselect the electrical. Where are you? Tranquil electrical. Bring it all down into item hanger. We got an estimated 2.6 million. Let's call it 1.6. Because it's always overestimating. I have also learned a better way of making money off the surveys, but I don't want to implement that this time around. I want this to be more quick and dirty. And as long as we keep the methodology the same between the two pilots, then we should get a good comparison. So I'm just going to mass sell like I've been doing, but I'm letting everybody know that I did learn a new way of counting this, and I'll show that in future episodes in the next chronicle, which is going to be about my Omega account. This is the last episode for this chronicle. All right, use Tranquil, activate. We're out here a little bit too quick. There we go. And activate. I'm hoping to hit a minimum of 15 million per hour. We'll see if I make that mark or not. I've hit it a couple times, and I've also had a high of 17 million per hour. Micro warp drive. Alright, so you can see we got 2 this time around. Let's go ahead and get an armor rep going right now. Even though our shields are holding, they can't hit us. They're not hitting us very well. So that's, if you notice at the beginning of this episode, I got some kind of a navigational skill completed. I don't remember what it was called, but it's all about how fast you rotate. I remember that. And I think that's playing a factor here. I think that's why they're having a hard time getting a beat on me. Oh boy. I think I crit him there. Alright, let's zip in with the MWD. 20 kilometers, 19 kilometers, 18, 16, 15, 13, 11, guns on. Got him right off the bat. Nice. See, the Punisher's doing real good, but I am going to be switching. It's going to take me a while to get into the Hawk because it really needs rockets at level 5. So we'll be running the Corax for a while, I think. As a as a destroyer, it really shouldn't be a concern at all. Devoted Hunter, these guys hit hard. Here, let's get both rep modules going. These dudes hit pretty solidly. Also, I'm going to switch to Chase, because I don't feel like I'm hitting them very reliably. Okay, we took half, so he's shield tanked. Alright, he's in trouble now then. There we go. Let's go get our loot. Take the armor wraps off. My original plan was to train my Caldari pilot into the Punisher fit and just go through. I think Retribution was going to be next. And then there was going to be a third Punisher ship after that as he makes his... as he travels through from T0 to T6. AceFace has a whole playlist that goes to the Amarr ship line. But, I have some other things that I'll get into whenever we get into the next Chronicle that I'm wanting to focus on as well. So I've already got some other things I want to train on. And it seemed kind of a shame to have all the skills in the missiles and then throw it all away to go and train in Amarr vessels. So I was really happy whenever I saw his, another devoted hunter. Whenever I saw that he found the Hawk to be awesome, you know, so. Here we go, one armor rep going, let's lock him up. Take the MWD off. Just really get after him, get through these shields. So I'm just chasing him, I'm not orbiting him. I'm actually on approach. I'm trying to hammer through those shields. Now I've got double. You see I've got both the repairs going. We're almost through the shields. There we go, we're a quarter of the way through his armor. Almost 100% through the armor. Halfway through the hull. Yep, and done. Nice. Once you get through those shields, that devoted hunter is in a whole lot of trouble. I'll check chat as soon as we get out of here. Stack all. There we go. So, I'm thinking the Corax can do T1. But I don't know. I haven't tested that yet. I did test him on T0s and he did fantastic. As you would expect, he's a destroyer. He should be able to handle it faster than a frigate. But I'm telling you, this Punisher is really nice. And so it's actually going to end up being, I think, competitive. Let's see here. Dock.
Warp drive active.
I'm really just hoping for the Corax to make the same numbers. If the Corax does better, that's icing on the cake. And we got to factor in that we're not getting as good of loot rewards because we are a destroyer.
Requested.
But on the other hand, we're spending one less filament.
Accepted.
And these filaments, depending on what you're running, can be expensive. So that's going to cut into your ISK per hour. That's counted as overhead. I don't really factor it in because I'm just trying to do simple math right now. But if I was being super serious about this, I would definitely factor that in. I might even factor in ammunition. Let's see here. Keep the electrical out. Move these to item hangar. So estimated 4.6 mil in the hangar now. We're going on our third run. I told you I was going to check into chat. Oh, something went wrong. Try reloading the page. Okay. Alright, well, if anybody's been chatting, for some reason my program wasn't catching it, so just FYI, so that you don't think that I've been ignoring you or anything. Okay. So that test chat went both to Twitch and to YouTube, so we're verified good. And I'm hopping back over to my timer. We're at 18 minutes, just over 18 minutes. And check to Abyssal loot. This is run number 3 of 4. Where's the little symbol at? There it is. And jump in and activate. Three, 1 strike needle, 2 spark needles. Better get that armor repair going right away. 13 kilometers out, that's a bit far. There, gun's on. Okay, oh wow, took out his shields almost in the first shot. Halfway through his armor. Just need, yeah, one more solid shot. And now we're on to the next guy. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3. This one is armor tanked, it looks like. 4, 5 shots. 6 hits, I should call them hits. 7 hits and into his hull. 8 hits, 9, 10, 11, one dot left. There we go, 12 hits. Okay, approach the loot chest, activate micro warp drive. We're at almost 21 minutes. Loot. Okay, got it. Into the next room. Run number 3, room number 2. Lancer. So this guy's gonna try and kite, so we're just gonna stay chasing him. He's already into our armor. Okay, his shields are melting pretty fast, so I think he is armor tanked. Well, we just hit him pretty hard in the armor. Nevertheless, I do believe he's armor tanked. I think we just crit him on the first shot. Guess it's possible that he's hull tanked. His hull's taking a beating and hanging in there. Oh, not that time. 14 kilometers out from the loot chest. Coming up on 23 minutes. Loot all. Jump. Run 3, room 3. Hoping to be around 30 minutes for all 4 runs. Something close to that. What do we got here? Lucifer Fury. Take the micro warp drive off. That was a pretty big hit into his armor. Yeah, we're hitting him nice now. Took a few shots, but we're smacking him around at this point. There we go. Okay. Well, we're at 25 minutes. I don't think we're going to make that 30-minute time. I'm hoping we're not over 33.
Warp drive active.
Okay, and I'll check chat real quick. Yeah, nobody seems to be on today.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So 26 minutes. Abyssal loot. Click. No. Click. Control A. Leave the electricals. And item hanger and undock. Item hanger is sitting at what? Estimated 7.4. Let's call it 6.4. Real world. Well, real world. I guess that's not really applicable either.
Warp drive active.
6.4 actual market. Alright, off we go. This is the 4th run. Room number 1. Micro warp drive on. good for us. On to room 2. Alright, a couple ember needles. Good hit, come on. You're holding me up here. I guess we need 2 hits. There we go. Oh boy, we're really penetrating. Even though he has shields, we're hitting armor. So we're getting a lot of good penetrating shots. Now we're into his hull. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Approaching 32 minutes. MWD is already active. And this is the 3rd room. Nice. Fire, fire. There we go. Well, we're up over 33 minutes. By the time we get back, we're probably going to be at 34, so it's not what I would have hoped for. And we will probably feel it in the ISK department. This is where I normally stop the clock, though. We're at 33:46. I'm just going to round. I'm going to round down to 33:30. Because there are times that I'm not going as fast as I could, or it took me a little bit longer to prep or something like that, so I don't mind knocking it down to
Docking permission
3330.
requested.
But we'll gather up all our loot, head back to
Docking
Jita,
request accepted.
see what it sells for, and then do kind of some calculations. And this is as much about ISK per hour. That's kind of my primary focus right now, because I like this idea of plexing an account. It gives me, in EvE, you have to come up with your own goals. This gives me a goal, right? And that's the nature of a sandbox game. They're providing more rails, and I don't mind that because I kind of like it. I know there's those who don't, but at any rate, I like the idea of trying to learn how to plex an account, because it also means that you know how to do the game. You know how to make some money. And similarly, whenever I do a ISK per hour test, it's not just testing the ISK per hour, it's also it's an evaluation metric to show you how good your ship is. There we go. See, stack all, sort by Abyssal loot. Says we have 11.2 mil. Some of those are tranquil electricals that we would want to hang on to. You can also knock that down. So let's knock it down right off the top at 10.5, then knock another million off for real actual market value. So 9.5. Jita, set destination. What's in here? Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm estimating 9.5 mil done, and well, actually I'm going to round up because I do it by whole minutes. So we finished in about 33:46, so I'm going to say 34 minutes. $34 minutes for 4 runs.
Warp drive active.
What is this Maison exotic? It's a blueprint. This thing sells for not much at all. That doesn't seem like anything I'd be interested in making.
Warp drive active.
Okay. I didn't really even look at the performance though. Use show info. Oh, it makes 5,000 of them, so it's 450 ISK times 5,000. Entropic disintegrator uses charges of exotic plasma to provide the particle feedstock for the weapon's beam, with different forms of exotic matter modulating the beam's characteristics. Yields a beam with a very long range, but reduced thermal and explosive damage potential. So range bonus is 80%. Wow. So you could maybe snipe with it? What's the actual... It does 45 hit points of thermal damage and 33 explosive. I see the range bonus. I don't see the actual range. Variations, industry, volume, charge size.
Docking permission requested. Docking
Precursor
request accepted.
weapon. Okay. Okay. Again, sorting by Abyssal loot and grabbing everything except for the Tranquil Electrical. So 9.8 million. Okay, so then we're going to estimate 8.8. Item hanger. Right click. Sell all 15 items. Alright, 8.6. We didn't even make the 8.8. Alrighty, calculator time. So I guess we'll round up to 8.7. 8.7 divided by 34 equals 0.2558 times 60. Well, that's actually not bad. I hit my mark. 15 point, it's 0.35, so we'll call it 15.4 mil on the Punisher. 15.4 million ISK per hour. Okay. So at this point in time, I'm going to bring this account down and bring my Omega account up. So I'm going to put you on a be right back screen real quick, and I will be right back. Well, I have to apologize. I forgot we needed to look at his skills first so that we can compare the two pilots. So first of all, I have points to spend. Apply, confirm, close. Okay, so I have a day and 20 hours. Alrighty then. It seems to me like there should be a better way for me to... Oh, how about my skills? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that streamlines it. So we're armor tanked as an Amarr. So I'm at level 4 hull upgrades, level 4 mechanics, and level 4 on repair systems. For engineering, level 5 on CPU management. That's pretty nice. That took a while. I might have sunk some of those 1 million skill points that I got from AceFace into that. What else do we have here? Level 1 on capacitor emission systems. I don't think I use anything that classifies as that. We got pretty good skills here. Level 4 on electronics upgrades. Looks like level 4 on energy grid upgrades, but working on level 5. 8 days left on that. Let's throw that back up there. Level 4 on power grid management. Level 4 on thermodynamics. What exactly does this do? I think this is just for overheating. Allows you to deliberately overheat a ship's modules in order to push them beyond their intended limit. Also, gives you the ability to frown in annoyance whenever you hear someone mention a perpetual motion unit. That's pretty good. Reduces heat damage by 5% per level. Okay. And then I'm at level 4 on weapon upgrades. 5% reduction per skill level in the CPU needs of weapon, turrets, launchers, and smart bombs. So he can fit pretty good. My alpha Amarr character has a number of skills that allow him to really cram a lot of stuff into his ship. Alright, for gunnery, we're at level 4 gunnery, level 3 on controlled bursts. Level 3 on motion prediction, level 3 on rapid firing, as well as sharpshooter, level 4 on small energy turret, level 3 on surgical strike, and level 3 on trajectory analysis. That's not bad for gunnery skills. He's got a number of good ones in there. So he tracks well, he hits hard. He doesn't really do missiles. Navigation. Level 3 on acceleration control, which helps with his micro warp drive speed boost. This is really not applicable because he's using an MWD. Evasive maneuvering. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. Improved ship agility. Level 3. Level 3 on high speed maneuvering. Currently working on level 4, so he's at level 3 on navigation, which is a bonus to subwarp ship velocity. And he's at level 2 on warp drive operation. Rigging, maybe? He's at level 3 on jury rigging. He's got some shield skills, but he's not shield tanked, so doesn't really care too much. Level 3 on shield operation. I would think that these skills right here, we want to compare to my Caldari pilot's shield skills. Okay, spaceship command, he needs maybe some help in. He's at level 4 on spaceship command. That's not bad. Okay, and in the stuff that counts for him, he's doing good also. Level 3 on Amarr frigate and destroyer. Let's see, what's he doing on targeting? He's at level 3 for long range targeting. He is at level 3 on signature analysis, which affects targeting speed. And he's at level 3 for target management. Okay. Alright, that gives us an idea of the Amarr character. So now again, I'll put you on the Be Right Back screen while I transfer accounts. Okay. So this is Torvin Grimm. And Torvin Grimm has 20.5 hours of stuff loaded up for training. Let's get this delivery. Redeemed to current station, yes. Successfully redeemed items. Throw these here, okay. And open this back up. Apply points. Oh, sweet. Okay, well that's going to open up, oh shoot, let me just get something in there for right now. Where am I at for Spaceship Command? Galente Destroyer, Amarr, A, B, C, Caldari Destroyer. I am going to be moving to Caldari Frigate. Let's maybe look at something else. Missiles. I mean, I could maybe start working on rockets, actually. Oh, I already have level 3 on rockets. Let's just get that going for right now. I'm a little bit more qualified there than I thought. Okay, that said, let's go over the pilot. Take a look at what we got. So he is not hull tanked, and nevertheless he's got level 2 and level 3 for hull upgrades and mechanics. Repair systems at level 2. Okay, but most of that doesn't really matter. Moving to engineering. He has level 2 advanced weapon upgrades. Reduces the power grid needs of weapon turrets and launchers by 2% per skill level. Not bad. He's at level 4 CPU management, so that's not as good as the Amarr pilot. Orion Grimm. His cap management is at level 3. He doesn't seem to be as good here as Orion is, so I probably could stand. I could use some help here. The thing is that they take a long time. These are days. Cap system operation level 3. Electronics upgrades at level 3. Energy grid upgrades at level 3. Power grid management is at level 4. And weapon upgrades at level 4. Okay, he doesn't have hardly anything in gunnery now. Here's the thing, is this just hybrid turrets and stuff, or because I notice a lot of times it says, oh, you know what it is, it's turrets, and I don't deal in turrets, I deal in launch bays. Okay, so that's how it makes sense. Missiles should not require anything in gunnery. I don't believe. Because I don't think missile bays count as turrets. Okay, so, but on missiles, I'm at level 5 on light missiles, and level 4 on light missile specialization, level 3 on missile bombardment, level 4 on missile launcher operation, level 3 on missile projection, level 3 on rapid launch, currently training to level 4 on rockets, level 3 on target nav prediction, and level 3 on warhead upgrades. Dodcast says, hi, I want to offer... yeah, no thank you. Alright, hold on guys, I gotta handle something here. Okay. Alright, and we're back. Let's see. Scanning. What were we at? Navigation. Let's take a look at navigation. Alright, so not as good at acceleration control. So it looks to me like Ori and Grimm, the Amarr, is the better pilot right now. Afterburner, evasive maneuvering are both at level 3. High-speed maneuvering at 2, navigation at 3, warp drive operation at 2. And then over here on shields, level 2 on shield compensation. What's this do? 2% less capacitor need for shield boosters. Okay. I'm not shield boosting right now. I'm using passive shield tank. But I might need to equip a booster. I have 3 passive shield tanks loaded on this one. Shield management is at 2. Yeah, see, we would want more of that. Shield operation at 3, shield upgrades at 3, tactical shield manipulation at 2. I feel like Orion is actually kind of significantly better. Let's look at targeting. Long range targeting is at 2, signature analysis at 2, and target management at 3. Okay. Well, so that gives you guys an idea of where Torvin is at. I forgot to show you the fit for the Punisher, but I can tell you I was at around 139 DPS. I think I was actually at 132. This one is at 139. And I believe I have more effective hit points too, actually, at 7,224. That really makes sense because I'm a destroyer. So we're using R7 Arbalest compact light missile launchers. I've got a micro warp drive in. I don't hardly ever need to use it. I've got 3 of these small regolith compact shield extenders. This is a fit that I found on YouTube. I think the guy's name was something GD, with D being spelled D-E-E. I can't, the GD, T-H-A, capital G, capital D-E, and then lowercase e-e. And then we got these crosslink compact ballistic control systems. That's really upping our DPS. I've got, this also is upping our DPS, small bay loading accelerator 2. And then I've got the small core defense field extender, 2 of them. I don't even know what those do. It's going to be shield, right? Designed to increase shield capacity at the expense of increased signature radius. Okay. And it's a $22 million ship. So, all that said, we run, on this guy we run exotics, tranquil exotics. So I have 9. I need to buy 3 more. They are a little bit cheaper than the electricals. Electricals are selling for, oh, they went up. They were selling for $225. They're at $280 now. Whereas the exotics are criminy, man. What has happened here? This wasn't true yesterday. All of these filaments have gone through the roof. That's not really affordable. . These kinds of prices make it... You wouldn't want to do it. You would lose money running Abyssals. Go to Jita 44 for cheaper prices and bring filaments to this station. Thank you, Rain Man. Jita 44, am I not there? Oh, I'm at Sobaseki. Yeah, that's why. I thought I was at Jita. Alright, man, thank you. That was, solved that riddle instantly for me. I was sitting here being like, what the heck has gone on with this economy? So F10 for the map, right? I don't need to do that. I've got it, assets. Set destination.
Warp drive active.
I guessed that you thought you were at Jita. Yeah, you guessed right. So, just to catch you up, I was running an alpha character with this day one Abyssal setup for a Punisher that a guy named AceFace did on YouTube. And but then my uncle bought me Omega time for like a year on another account of mine, which it's this account that I'm on right now. And so this guy has just now trained up to be in a destroyer, and I want to compare. I just got done running 4 tranquil sites with my Amarr character in about 34 minutes. And then I did some math to try and estimate how much ISK per hour I was making with him. And so now I'm going to do 4 runs with this guy and see how they compare. I believe my Amarr pilot is the better pilot right now, actually. But being an Omega, this guy should surpass him eventually. And also, AceFace just last month absolutely fell in love with the Caldari Hawk, and my guy is Caldari, so I'm transitioning over to the Omega account now, and that's what I'll be streaming with, I think, assuming all goes well here. Okay, so pop the market open. Tranquil Electrical, there's that 225,000 price. We want the exotics. We want 3 of them. They're selling at about 200. So the overhead cost goes down a little bit right off the bat. That's our first win as the Caldari character over the Amarr character. And we'll see how everything else stacks up. Personally, I have and am still conducting lots of research for the best and the optimum ways to kickstart alpha accounts as best as they can, and found out there are 2 ways to do it financially. 1, exploration in null security or wormholes, and 2, abyssals. Okay, that's good to know, because I've looked at some of the exploration stuff, and it looks interesting to me. I guess my honest reply, and this might just be me, but it also looks a little bit, I don't know, maybe intimidating. I don't understand everything with it, and it looks a little slow. And so the Abyssal thing kind of grabbed my attention a little bit more. I have some EvE experience, and it's almost completely revolves around mission running, so doing the Abyssal stuff probably is closer to mission running than exploration, which seems to be a completely different kind of gameplay. But I think I was looking at wormhole exploration.
Drive active.
Yeah, because I was going to look at gas clouds and then maybe go into mine gas clouds, but then I saw how, the guy was talking about, like, you got to learn how to chain wormholes, and the whole thing got a little bit overwhelming. Mission running only starts to make sense at level 4. Yeah, and back whenever I was playing EvE, because I've been on hiatus for a while, I've played this game off and on since it came out. And despite that long period of real world time, I played it sporadically, so I still consider myself a noob. But alphas used to be able to run level 4s, and that was like the way before Abyssals came out and before exploration was invented to make ISK for an alpha account.
Active.
I love how this Corax looks. It makes me think of a submarine. It's just real mean looking, very streamlined. It looks predatory. Yeah, pretty close to launch. I think I dipped my toes into it. So this game came out in 03, right? And I think I dipped my toes into it in either 04 or 05. But I was, like most of the world, really absorbed with the World of Warcraft. So I played this very sparingly. I was almost exclusively in WoW. I gave it a more substantial shot around 07 or 08. And eventually just kind of burned out on it and got out of it then. And then ever since then, between maybe 2010 and now, I just hop in every now and again because it's a fun game. I mean, alphas are free to play, right? And go mine some rocks and make some ISK and upgrade your ship and train in skills while you're watching a Netflix movie or something. It was just nice to do, you know? So I would jump in for like the atmosphere. All right. But I'm back in right now playing it like a regular game, not just playing it for atmosphere. This is actually pretty fun. I've never had an Omega account, so whenever my uncle got me the Omega account, I really got interested. But let's go ahead. I'm going to jump out of chat, and I got to go over to my... Yeah, I agree. If you are a sci-fi lover, this game is really beautiful. Yeah, man, it's got some vibe to it. And that's what space games do for me all the time. There's some kind of a vibe about it that something about space feels peaceful to me. And I realize that it's anything but I don't know. I can't shake that feeling of peacefulness, and probably similar to you because you're talking about how beautiful it is. Like I've had dreams before of being on some kind of a spacecraft, almost like a luxury liner, where you're looking out the window and you're traveling through a nebula. I mean, how awesome would that be, you know? And this game presents nebulas in a really nice way that I've always really been attracted to. But I'm going to jump over to my timer now, and we'll get this thing going. It's going to be 4 runs. I'm looking to try and be at 30 minutes or less, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. Tranquil Exotic. Use Tranquil. I think I have to fleet with myself, actually. Pilot. Form fleet with. All right. And use. Activate. This is where I will start the timer. And we'll jump in. All right, take that off. Let's see, let's send F7 after him, and then everything else after our target. So again, I do not have any kind of active tank. That might change in the future, because it would probably be wise to have one, but I am triple passive tanked. And you can see it soaks damage pretty good for this level of Abyssal. Take that off, loot all. Okay. I'm using faction ammo, Scourge. I do have another kind of missile in here because there's I forget what it's called. You probably know the one I'm talking about. There's one type of mob you can get that's really nasty, and he takes a different kind of damage. Let's actually head for this. Skybreaker something. Down goes Frazier. Go ahead and activate the MWD, close that 30 kilometers ASAP. I feel like I'm running a little bit slow for what this ship is capable of. Oh, what am I thinking? I didn't blow it up. Alright. And open, loot, and jump. My goodness. Kind of killing my ISK per hour with silly mistakes like that. But no biggie. I'm not really obsessed with the ISK thing. It's more like a goal. And it's also a bit of a way to measure my ship's performance. We out onto the third room. Not doing. You can see the difference in the cap skills between the two pilots. Oh, that was actually that was the third room. All right, so we're gonna go over here.
Warp drive active.
So once I get those cap skills up, this should all recharge fairly quickly. Go ahead and Reload all. Stack all, and I'll hop back over to chat. That took us about 5.5 minutes. That's not just the cap skill difference. Electric Abyssals also recharge cap faster. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So that's probably what I was noticing, because it was substantial difference. Alright, so move over to inventory. Come over here. Deselect the Tranquil Exotic. Dump everything else into item hanger. Undock. And we will head out for round 2. How are you liking the Koroks? Oh, hey, Johnny. Johnny's the one that got me my Omega account, by the way. That's my uncle. And I'm digging it. Right now I'm doing a comparison. So these are timed runs. And I'm checking to see how the Korok stacks up against that Punisher. But you know what I have found out is that my Amarr pilot is like better trained. He's the better pilot right now. So I have to take that into account. But this Korok is running him pretty easy. And I suspect he can do, yeah. I suspect he can do T1s. So use Tranquil, activate for fleet. Try that again, activate for fleet. Oh, I forgot 2 instead of 3, so that helps also. Cut down on overhead, which I'm not actually tracking my overheads. I'm just looking at pure profit to make it easy. 170 DPS Cormorant failed, huh? Okay. Okay, that's good to know. I need to hop back over to the clock, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, let's approach this right here. So I'm on my timer, just so you guys know. What do we got here? Lucid Aegis. Okay, we're approaching 9 minutes. 170 DPS Cormorant did not make it. Well, that's good to know. I will probably still test it with this just so I can test it and say that I've done it. Maybe I have to replace the ship, but if I have to replace the ship, you'll probably see me get straight into a Hawk, and I'll go to a Rocket Hawk. Because AceFace just, you can hear it in his voice, jaw on the floor at how good the Assault Frigate Hawk is doing. He's dropping T2s with ease in an Assault Frigate. So I'll have to fit it and see if I can even fly it. I don't know if I can or not. But all of that will kick off probably tomorrow, whenever I begin the new Chronicle. This is going to be the last episode for this Chronicle, since we've gone ahead and transitioned to the Omega account. I need to get some of this cap back. actually good for that. And reactivate the MWD. Loot. There we go. We got it. Okay. How am I doing on cap? We're doing okay. So I seem to drop it all the way down to here, and then right here it seems to kind of balance out. Typically. Right around the 50% mark. Okay, we're done with that. That was run number 2.
Warp drive active.
I thought that ended a little bit quickly.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, hopping back over to chat. Let's see here. Where's my, there they are, Tranquil Exotics, item hanger. Alright, and undock. Need 200 plus DPS to comfortably do it. I heard that the, that cruiser can be a bit of a problem. There are people who talk about it online, and they have like potential solutions and stuff. But I'm a little fuzzy as to whether I'm remembering T1 or T3, because in T3 the problem is a battleship. And again, with the battleship, it's the same kind of answer. Certain ammo types, you need a certain amount of tank, you know, but there are people that talk about it on YouTube and give specifics for how to handle it. I just can't remember if it's T3 or, excuse me, T2 or T1 that I'm thinking of. Activate. Okay, I gotta hop back over to clock, guys, so I'm out of the chat again. All right, this is run number 3. I keep making that mistake here. Go towards that. Kill it with fire. There we go. Oh, not a whole lot of loot there. Yeah, that's, I mean, having a frigate, you get more stuff, so we'll see how the ISK per hour comes out at the end. I'm hoping to at least be even. I made 15.3 per hour on the Punisher. And the Corax feels like easy mode. You don't really take hits, you know. You have the option with an MWD applied, you have the option of just kiting. So I'm just killing these guys on the way to the loot. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Well, it feels like this is going quicker. Shoot, I lost count. I think I'm entering run number 4.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, let me hop back over to chat. When you see Skybreaker, you just keep distance at 22 kilometers and shoot plutonium with 150 millimeter rail guns, okay? I'm just kind of watching y'all's conversation and trying to pick up whatever tips I can.
Warp drive active.
Okay, in we go. We just passed, we're coming up on 21.5 minutes. So we're blowing through this thing. Feels like we're going a lot faster than the Punisher. And we should. We are a destroyer class. And loot all into room 2. Looking good. My enemy's taking damage. Everything's unfolding the way it should be. We're coming up on 24 minutes. Devoted hunter. This guy hits hard. All right, we're at 25 and 50 seconds. So I'm going to say 26 is where this one ended.
Warp drive active.
26 minutes, so we'll grab our loot, go sell it at Jita, do the math, and find out how these two compare.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I probably could decrease costs by going with normal standard missiles. Kill time might increase slightly, but maybe not that much either. Let's, how do I stack? Stack all. There we go. Okay, undock.
Warp drive active.
Johnny, do you think that the cost is not justified, or? Oh, you know what I'm thinking is that if you're on the bleeding edge of your ship's capabilities, you want to purchase as much DPS as you can get. But if you're doing content that you're breezing through, then maybe the cost isn't justified. Okay, yeah, that's what Rain Man's saying too.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, about using standard for T-0s, right? Is that what we're saying? Vonix, I'm making about 15 mil, but it's a place to start and then work my way up.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Actually, I'm about to find out if this guy's even making 15 mil. I don't know. My Amarr alpha character is doing 15 mil in a frigate. Let's see, take the Tranquil Exotic out. Item hanger. Yeah, I agree, Rainmaker. It is really good. That's why I'm exploring it as a moneymaker, and then over time, as I get the skills and the cash flow, I can ramp up to different ships and run higher level abyssals. So we're gonna make 5.5 mil here. And I said 26 minutes, right? Yeah. Okay, so bring the calculator up. 15 round up to 15.4 mil is what I was doing on my Punisher Amarr character. 5.5 divided by 26 times 60. Yeah, 12.7. So I'm a little off the mark with the and it's because I'm pretty sure it's because I'm in a destroyer, so the loot goes down and I'm not running it fast enough to make up for that. So if I could get into a Hawk, I think I'll really be doing good. But for right now, I'm taking a bit of a hit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close down stream because that's what today's episode was about. That's gonna close out the Punisher day one T-0 Abyssal Runner Chronicle. Tomorrow I'm going to get on and stream with this guy. I'll talk about some other things I'm thinking of doing, like industry and stuff. Talk about level 4 missions. Talk about what I'm trying to accomplish with the character, like my priority list, I guess. And then we'll run some more T0s probably. And that'll be the beginning of a new chronicle. So that'll be tomorrow. Right now I am streaming on the weekends. I might stream during the week too. You never know. I don't have a schedule, but I'm definitely trying to make it a point to stream on Saturdays and Sundays. So thanks for dropping by, everybody. I enjoyed talking with all of you. It was good information. And I will say goodbye with that. Wait a minute. Let me read chat here. Yeah, the blueprints. I'm going to be talking about blueprints tomorrow, actually. Rain Man. And Vonix says, I recommend using those blueprints. Most valuable thing in EvE and industry. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Ciao for now. That's a good play on words there, Johnny. All right, guys. Thank you for dropping by, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.